Okay, Lena, so I'm going to be asking you some questions about your life in Italy. First of all, I just need you to tell me a little bit about the background of Italy and your brief biography.
Okay. I was 10 years old when I came to this country back in 1969. Now everybody knows my age, it's okay. But I was 10 and I came from the countryside of Avellino, which is by the, I have to read it because it was so long ago. It was the oldest bridge of the Appia Antigua. What the Appia Antigua is, this bridge right here, is that the ancient Romans had built it, and it came, you have to go through my hometown in Italy to get to it. It's so old, it's almost 1500 BC. It's got to be about 3,500 years old. And the old structures, the old cobblestones where we lived in, they fell down during an earthquake in the early 1960s. And we didn't have a permit to rebuild, so we didn't have a real house to live in. So my uncle who lived in Boston had contacted my father and had asked my father if he would like to bring the family to Boston. And at that time, we were very poor. We didn't have much. My father struggled on the land and what we had. According to him, he had in-law problems. And it was a struggle for him to continue to live there and working on the land and not getting ahead. And the government in Italy even prevented him from rebuilding a house for himself. They wouldn't give him a permit to build, even though that we had the land, you know, because we didn't have a structure that fell down during an earthquake. They shut him down. He got mad. He said, "That's it. I've had enough of this." And that's when the paperwork started for us to come to America. And finally, after 10 years, in 1969, we came to this country as a unit, as a family, except for my older sister Maria, who decided to get married within 1 month prior of all of us coming here on January 22nd in 1969.
Okay. Now, can you briefly describe the culture and daily life in Italy as you remember it?
Well, I was about, I don't know, but I remember 4 or 5 years old, being put out there, helping my mother feed the animals. At that early age, they start the kids training to do their chores, and then school would start. We would have school about 8 months out of the year. We would go all year round. Sometimes we'd only have a couple of months off. And we had one teacher in the whole town, and he would teach children from kindergarten to
Strict.
yes.
Okay.
And you had to do 5th grade. And boy, was he tough. And once you graduated the 5th grade, you would move on to the next town over where it was. You had to take the bus
Okay.
to go to school.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the chores never ended. You had to do chores before you went to school and chores when you came back from school.
So is there?
You didn't have homework as such like kids do here,
Yeah.
but you know, we had to go to school and learn just the basic knowledge of mathematics and the Italian language.
Okay.
That's about it. That's all I remember really. I think I did the 3rd grade 3 times.
You did have repeated here.
And I had to repeat it and repeat it and repeat it.
That's okay.
I felt like a Groundhog Day in the 3rd grade.